From Baxter's 942 in the Highlands of Louisville, Kentucky, this is Shooting from the Lip Live. I'm Eric McEwen. Right next to me, Mr. Kevin Hale, and we have a very, very special guest.
Very, very.
Frank Karaglanis is here with us right now.
Frank K.
Yeah, I like Frank K, but I mean, he's Greek. He's a good Greek name. Good Greek name.
Good.
Greek.
Thank you, friends.
How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Much better than last year. Thanks for asking.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
Good
Glad
to see
hear
you
that.
guys.
Last year was close. I mean,
Yeah. My son had just passed away, and I did all this stuff last year, and it was like,
It's quick.
Yeah.
too,
I don't even really remember it. I just know
Yeah.
that people came and it happened.
Well, we had, back when I was doing the radio, Frank was on. He was on to promote it, and it was heartfelt, man. It was, you were still stinging. Just saying.
I mean, I'm stinging still every
yeah.
day, just a little bit better.
Yeah.
So for the rest of the Lip Nation out here, what are we actually promoting today?
Today, we're promoting Brian's War's second annual event. And Brian's War is actually a 501(c) that I founded. It's the war against drug addiction, the word addiction. And I just got fed up with it, man. And I was getting tired of watching everybody I know lose somebody. I lost my son, and I'm watching everybody else lose their sons and friends and family, and no one's doing nothing about it. And I said, I'm going to take this awful tragedy and turn it around and make it positive, do something to save one person every single day, do what we can. So that's really what this is about, because, most people are just kind of, I hate to use the word, but ignorant in the addiction and the way they look at people and the way they treat them. They don't look at them like they have cancer and they're dying. They look at them like you do this yourself. Mm-hmm. No one wants to grow up and be an addict. No one wants to lose their house, their wife, their kids, their family, live on the street, have people knock them around, beat them up, steal their stuff. No one wants that.
No. So, I mean, heroin addiction is an epidemic.
Oh, it's huge. I mean, 64,000 deaths this year from drug overdoses. Okay, drug
Already?
overdoses. Yeah,
Is that nationwide?
That's nationwide.
Wow.
In Louisville, we average 650 to 697 overdose deaths a month, and that's not including. Okay, this number's skewed. Okay, way down, because it's not including the John Does. My son was a John Doe, so that doesn't count as a heroin overdose death. And it doesn't count. Okay, look at your 50 to 100 Narcan saves a day. Those would be actual deaths.
If it wasn't for
the Narcan.
Right.
And so there's actually more people are dying from drug overdose than guns, from cancer, from car wrecks. So we need to wake up. And why I'm really passionate about it is you got to get these kids young. They need to be educated. There's kids dying 6 and 7 years old, touching their mom and dad's needles or grabbing a bag. And the drug dealers are getting real smart now. They're giving away marijuana, that's why I want to legalize it, with opiates spread on it and fentanyl. And these kids are in middle school getting this, free marijuana, smoke it one time, smoke it a couple times, and all of a sudden you're getting heroin.
Yeah, you're an opiate addict.
They're seeding their crops. The drug dealers are seeding their crops right now.
Oh, wow.
And then you got these guys from the military that have been getting pain pills their whole life, and all of a sudden the pharma companies and government stops their pain pills, which are loaded with opiates, and they're addicted to it. They're going to go on the street, walk down by the gas station, and shoot up and hit the ground. Mm-hmm. It's pretty well out there. We need to educate people, really. Brian's War is about education, okay? There's a lot I can do and a lot I can't do, but I can surely go to schools and speak to kids and tell everybody what this does to your family. And the thing is, I spoke in Anderson in front of some kids, right? This lady got up there, and she lost both of her sons. One of them just got a scholarship to Ball State. One of them got a scholarship to University of Indiana. Both smart kids, athletics. They never did any drugs in life. They went to a party to celebrate, and they shot up with some girl, and then neither one of them woke up. They both died. No. The whole world ahead of them. You can't make one mistake. This is not like smoking a joint, taking a pill, or just partying a little bit with people. This is a lifelong death sentence. My son told me, and he did a lot of things, but he would never try this kind of stuff. He goes, the worst thing I ever did is I listened to my girlfriend. She said it was the best thing in the world and talked me into it. He goes, it's the worst thing in the world. I can never shake it. I'm probably going to die from it.
No. Mm-hmm. Now, I've heard the mortality rate once you initially consume the drug is around 90%. Is that right?
98.
98%. So
Jesus
if you
Christ.
try heroin, there's a 98% chance that you're going to die.
Yes, you're going down a rabbit hole that you can't see the bottom.
Wow, can you believe that?
Even more, let's say there's only a 2% chance you're going to wake up.
Yes. Why would you
that's-
want to do it? I mean, it just doesn't make sense.
Fuck.
And then once you do it one time, here's what happens: that you naturally feel good because your body creates something called dopamine.
Right.
Makes you feel like, hey, I'm glad to see my girlfriend. I'm eating food. Everything makes. When you do heroin or opiates, you can no longer produce dopamine that makes you feel normal, and so you no longer feel normal. You're always chasing to feel normal, right? And then, so you have to shoot up the heroin. And then if you don't shoot it, your body goes through the worst stuff I've ever seen. I mean, fluids come out of everywhere, and
Oh,
it's
wow.
and it's red and it's nasty, and you have 24/7 cramps and you're shaking, and it's worse than being on the heroin. So
So why? You know,
Yeah.
a lot of
that's
people,
why
a lot
people
of
hang
addicts.
themselves. That's
Right.
why people they commit suicide from this, because they don't see any escape from it. But there is.
Okay, so the recovery process obviously is painful, and
Yes.
there's a lot to it, but there is hope. Does your body start producing dopamine again?
It doesn't produce dopamine, but most of the time, when you're seeking drugs, you have a chemical imbalance already, okay? And it's in your brain. And so you can get a psychologist or anybody else to prescribe you some type of, you're probably going to be bipolar, you're probably going to have depression, you're probably going to be schizophrenic, one of those traits. And then you find this stuff. So you can, if you're on something like Ritalin or Adderall or something like that, it might level you out. But here's the problem. Once these guys go to a clinic and they get prescribed by a psychologist some pills or medication, they're fine. They put them in a halfway house, okay, and then their prescription runs out, right?
Right.
Well, they can't see another doctor for 6 months because you can't get to see a psych doctor around here. And then their prescription runs out. They start hearing the thoughts and all the bad stuff happening. They find their drug of choice and they hit the ground. It's a repetitive circle, but it can be fixed. It just costs money. Okay.
Okay.
That's in just the United States. Everything's about profit, just like your drug dealer. That's why he's putting $5,000 a kilo of fentanyl in your heroin, because he wants to make money, more profit. Okay, and he's killing you. But here, you got to work on the brain. You got to work on your body, and you got to have a safe spot to get well. And that's generally a 2-year process, and it costs a lot of money. Insurance companies will put you up, okay, for 30 days and give you a little certificate like my son got right before he died. Hey, you graduated, you're fine. That means your insurance ran out. Point. That means hit the street, get a halfway house, and you won't be able to get a job, and everybody in the halfway house uses, and they're all got the same problems you do, and there's 40 people in the room. They can't even have 40 dogs in a room. And pretty soon, most of the time that you die from an overdose is after you graduated from a rehab center, and they put you in a halfway house. And you hit the streets, and you say, well, I'm just real depressed. Everything's going wrong. I'm going to do it one more time. Well, that one more time, it's not your dosage is shrunk, and you can't do it.
That's what.
So
It's sad, man.
So, well, Brian's War is about the education and you know, preventative and recovery, I assume.
Absolutely. There's a lot of aspects that we're trying to tackle at once, but we're doing one at a time because we don't have that much funds. We're writing to try to get grants right now to try to help people get rides to the clinics they need to go to help get them off the street, to get them the help they need. And to be quite honest, you know, people ask me some stuff. I'm not posting on our page what people we're helping and what we're doing. That's private. You know, someone's texting me and emailing me. I'm not going to say, hey, you know, so-and-so's got a problem. We just helped them. Put it up there. You know, what we do is what we do. I don't reiterate anybody's problems, but there's a lot of people that are affected by this. Matter of fact, Eric, you could take a rock, throw it in there. You're going to hit somebody who knows somebody who's affected by this, and they're dying from it, and it's sad. And the watch the domino effect of their family, the friends, the breakups, the loss of everything you have. I mean, I was living out of my car after this happened. I lost my house. I lost everything. I took everything I had to try to keep my son alive. And you will do it. There's a documentary being made by one of my friends in California. It's called The Cost and Business of Recovery. If someone tells you somebody in your family is dying and they're not going to make it unless you spend so much money to put them in this 12-step program, whatever it works, you're going to take whatever you got.
Yeah.
Because you want to save them. You want to do whatever. But unless you're doing it the right thing, there's scam artists out here just
Waiting to.
they're hopping on us, man.
So in order to fund everything that you're looking to do here with Brian's War, we have coming up on June 23rd, we have a benefit concert at the Diamond Pub and Billiards Concert Hall over on 630 Barrett Avenue. A lot of great sponsors.
Yes, we're very fortunate. I mean, to be quite honest, God's been really good to me, and I've been, trying to find a way to make this work, and things have been coming to me. I want to thank Jared Matthews and tell him congratulations on his new baby. None of this would be possible if it wasn't for him.
Little Foxy.
Yeah, little Foxy. I mean, Jared has donated the whole building of Diamonds on the 23rd. We got a pool tournament even going. We got 3 stages going. We got 23 bands and a DJ playing, and it's insane.
23.
Yeah, and I was going to run down. A lot of my friends are involved with this, and I want to go through the list here. I love these guys. There isn't a band on here that I don't know and love.
They're all
very much.
headliners. It's
Oh, exactly. But on top of it, Tony Vanetti's going to be there MCing. But we have bands, Signal the Revolution.
great band.
Because Pinecone, which is
Demi Demery.
Yeah. Josh Bogart, Dirty South, big friend of our show here. The Boombox Poets.
Yeah.
Those guys, man. The Stars Revolt, Freak Daddy's Rock and Soul Review, Scotty Douglas and Two Pump Chump, Edgar Red, my boys from Speaker.
He's awesome.
Rayleigh Keegan, JV Country, which used to be Whiskey Row.
Exactly.
And Madeline Caraglanis.
That is my brother's daughter, who's a great vocalist, and she sang my son's service, and she sang Radiohead's "Fake Plastic Trees," which is my
What a
son's
great
favorite
song.
song.
Great song.
And she called, and I've listened to her. She's got a big following in Bowling Green. I said, absolutely, I'd be honored to have you up here.
Very cool.
After her, we have Lauren Ide, big friend of the show, been
Yes.
on here a lot. Mark Monroe, Hollow Point.
I love those guys, man.
Zach Lentz, Tangled Earth, Waiting West, Chris Rubino, the Newburgh Soul featuring Danny Flanagan. He's going to be here. Love Danny. Jesse, Jeff and Jesse James, Wild Ride, Hello Agony.
That is some of the guys from Whiskey Row, too.
Oh, wow.
That's Chris. Yeah.
So, and you got Jeff Brom's going to be here?
Yeah, Jeff Brom's like my very best friend in the world, and he knew my son really well. They
Wow.
play checkers all the time, and he's coming down from Purdue. He's going to speak. We got Kimberly Denise Moore, who works at the mayor's office. She's going to be speaking, and Jeff Snyder, who wrote The Fix, an author, is going to be speaking, and maybe a surprise guest, Dino, the new assistant coach at University of Louisville. I ate breakfast with him today. If he's not moving, he's here speaking.
Very cool.
We got a lot of stuff, too, a lot of items on, like Deion Branch is a friend of mine. He's signing some footballs. Mark Duper signing some footballs.
Branch.
Mark Clayton. Chris Mack autographed balls. We got autographed guitars. The Louisville Crashers gave us a guitar, too. So we got 2
What was
guitars.
here's a test, being a sports guys we are. What was the name? What was the Duper and Clayton? What was their nickname with the Dolphins? Was it the Marx Brothers? I mean, something.
Oh, gosh, you got me, man. I
I'll
know what
have
you're
to Google
talking
that.
about.
Yeah. Anyways.
Well, you have a huge event going on. 2 different stages at the Diamond Concert Hall.
3.
3.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, 3.
And
yeah.
then here's another thing. Benny Jameson is doing a
doing
pool
the pool
tournament
tournament, yes.
in Bryansworth, and there's going to be a trophy, a Bryansworth trophy, the first one
Wow.
ever. So, everybody's went out of their way. The Leo magazine's given us free advertising, and they've been putting it out every week. The Guitar Emporium's printing guitar picks with my son's face on it, and
Pool and dart tournament.
yeah, inside the VIP room with all the bands, there's $3,000 worth of catered food coming in there. So
Who brought that? Who's bringing that in?
that is United Catering.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
It's good food.
I mean, these guys are working hard for us. They're all, I mean, my stage manager is going to be there like it's 10 in the morning for the load instance. I got to be on Channel 32 at 6 in the morning, and this doesn't end until 4 a.m.
Nice.
It goes from 4 to 4.
So
Holy-
doors open at what time?
4 p.m.
4 p.m. 4 p.m. doors open. This
I know
is,
you'll be there. Kevin, I know you'll be there.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely there. This is Saturday, June 23rd at the Diamond Pub Concert Hall on 630 Barrett Avenue. Doors at 4. This is going all night long, and admission is only $15 at the door, and that's for all of these acts.
Yeah.
You get to see all these acts.
Signal Revolutions is worth that.
Oh
I
gosh!
mean,
Well, I mean, half
anybody
these
on these
bands,
bands.
or more. Actually, there isn't a band on here I wouldn't spend at least $15 to go see. We get to see all these bands for $15. Saturday, June 23rd at the Diamond Pub Concert Hall. This is a great cause, and thank you so much for
Thank you, Eric.
making us more aware of
you, Kevin.
the epidemic that is. So sorry, and I'm glad that Brian's memory is going to live on through this.
Yeah, it is. And what I want everybody to do is, this is my challenge, to help one person every day. If you see somebody standing underneath the road on Jacob Street, just don't drive past them. Stop there, buy them a hamburger, make a phone call, get them some help. That one little act of kindness could save someone's life. I'm telling you right now. I spend a lot of my time doing it, and I love doing it. But if everybody else does it, this problem will start dissipating. Love works, bro. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Just reach out your hand, man. It's
Don't be scared.
Don't be.
Don't be scared. I mean, they might be looking dirty, might smell and stuff like that, but you know what? Oh, well, they're human. They're us.
Yeah. Spread good karma.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, that stuff comes back. You know.
No, it really does because, talking about it and doing it's two different things.
That's right.
I see so many people drive past, and I'm like, really? This guy's down there? Well, and then everybody talks big on the church and do stuff, but get down in real life and get down and dirty and do it. Yeah. Deeds, not words.
Right.
I love you guys, man. Thank you
Well,
for
thank
having
you
me.
so much for being here. We'll be there representing Shooting from the Lip. Definitely, we'll be there in support. And plus, we get to see some amazing acts.
Really good.
I'm going to go after that Chris Mack ball.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm going after it. Yeah,
That's
I
good.
know
Hey,
you will too.
I
Kevin.
heard today that they're going to win the championship within 6 years.
I believe it. I believe it before UK does again.
Yeah.
I'm just
Think
trying
so.
to poke the bear over here. Got a
all
big
right.
UK
Game
fan
on.
over here.
I'm from California, but I like the Cards.
Right on. Well, I'm proud of you. Mazel tov. So anyway, thanks once again, Frank, for being here. This is an amazing cause. I'm putting it out there to the Lip Nation. Show up. Let them know that you heard him on our show talk about it. And this is going to be put this up here on the screen. We will be promoting this as well. You can find the links to the website, the Facebook event, everything else involved at Shooting from the Lip, the Facebook page, and where you are listening to and or watching this show